Opioid abuse can have a lasting impact on families, a community, and even animals.
2 News reporter Deborah Bogart is digging deeper into why so many pets are now being surrendered to addiction.
Pets of addicts face a number of risks, but what happens when their owners are either arrested or have to go into treatment? Many times they're given to rescues like Robin's Nest right behind me, but now these animal shelters that help pets need help themselves. Cages full of animals left without a home, their future unknown. It's an all too familiar sight for Robin McGeorge, who has spent the last 13 years rescuing animals. She owns Robin's Nest, an animal rescue in Germantown, and she says there's a new reason why people are surrendering their pets: the opioid epidemic.
There's already so many homeless animals already, so to add to that population just ends up increasing euthanasia rates.
Connie is a volunteer at Robin's Nest who also works as a substance abuse counselor. She says many times surrender is the only option.
A lot of people in addiction, unfortunately, have burned bridges with family, with friends, and there just is absolutely no one to care for the pets.
That's where Robin's Nest steps in to help fill the void, taking in the animals, often just so the owner can seek treatment.
We would much rather temporarily house an animal, not take it away from the owner, which can really help with their health when they're getting out of rehab and trying to get on with their life.
But that help is putting a strain on finances, finding foster homes, and space. And it's not just Robin's Nest that's facing this issue. Sharon Wiesenhahn is the development coordinator for the National Great Pyrenees Rescue. She also works for Wendy's Wonderful Kids near Cincinnati as an adoption recruiter and sees firsthand the challenges addicts face.
They're having to look for relatives or, friends that can maybe take care of their kids, or the kids end up in a foster system and the dogs end up at the local shelters.
The environment those dogs come from are often unsafe and unsanitary.
If they do have animals, they haven't let the animals out, so the homes are filled with urine and feces, and, the kids and the animals are living in that, and that's very unhealthy for everyone.
Leo unfortunately knows those conditions. Wiesenhahn adopted the Great Pyrenees last year.
That's a good boy, Leo.
After she found him on a small enclosed porch covered in his own waste. She doesn't know if his caretakers were addicted to opioids, but Leo's past life is an indication of the bigger problem at hand.
In 2014, Ohio was the 6th state in the numbers of owner surrenders we received, and they moved up in 2016, just 2 years later, to the #1 state of people trying to surrender their dogs.
Since then, Ohio has remained in the top 3 states.
And no one tells you that they're surrendering the dog because they're addictive or their children are addictive, but if you read between the lines, that's something you can see.
Many times, the dogs have to find new loving homes, but Williams says more often it's the addict's only family and support system. That's why finding foster homes for these animals is so critical.
Everybody can do something, and if housing, a cat or a dog for a month is going to help get somebody into treatment, I would encourage somebody to look into it.
Now, those here at Robin's Nest say they've had multiple success stories of being able to bring the pets that are being fostered into the treatment centers to visit their owners, or at least get them pictures, and they hope other treatment centers and rescues create similar pipelines so that they can assure both the pets and addicts are properly taken care of. Reporting live in Germantown, Deborah Bogart, 2 News, working for you. And you can head to WDTN.com to learn how you can become a foster home for those animals. Just click on this story.